It was crazy because how much we had given was almost the same amount as how much we had saved in that same year. And I never would have thought that we'd be able to do that. Growing up, Vanessa and I both came from Christian households, and we were always taught about tithing and what tithing meant and giving 10% to God. And, it's just something that we've kind of always done. With the whole Next initiative, I can just remember when we were kind of going through that and Kyle was talking about it to the church and everything like that. One of the things that he had mentioned and that really kind of hit me was that through life, you should only really continue to kind of give more to God. There should never be a time where, maybe you give a little extra towards something and then you take it back. And I remember even looking at the sheet of paper and it had a lot of different numbers on there. And I was like, man, I would love to be able to give that much. I would love to be able to give that much. I would love for Vanessa and I to be able to do that. I'm like, I don't think it's possible. And it was crazy because how much we had given was almost the same amount as how much we had saved in that same year. And I never would have thought that we'd be able to do that. I still can't really wrap my head around it because it's like we had given this much and I really thought we would almost be left with nothing. During the second year, it was another really big change in our life because during the second year, well, two things. We had our first child, or our only child, Finn. And so with that, Vanessa had been working several different jobs and I wanted her to be able to stay at home with Finn as much as she could. And so she's part-time at the church, but she was doing a lot of other part-time work, and we decided that she would quit that part-time work. With having Finn, we were hit with some medical bills that weren't necessarily going to be covered. And so it kind of freaked us out. The crazy thing is that, here we are in the second year. Not only has Vanessa, quit her part-time jobs, not only are we hit with coronavirus and everything that has gone on with that, but, God has just continued to provide for us, continue to provide for our family. We've been able to, pay all of our bills. And not only that huge bill that I was talking about, it was completely forgiven, completely erased. I don't even know how. But again, it's just God. It's just God doing work. And now here we are almost 2 years removed from that and towards the end of Next, and we've actually more than surpassed the amount that we were trying to hit. The amount that we thought it'd be very difficult for us to hit. I mean, we're past that months ago, and it's just crazy. That's just how God works. Not only do you give, and not only do you feel fulfillment through giving and knowing that money is going to something that is going to help change lives, but at the same time, He has blessed us, and it's just something you can't really describe.